Joining me now is Ilya Somin, representing 5 small U.S. businesses challenging the president's tariffs in courts. He is also the Cato Institute's chair of constitutional studies. It's good to see you. Ilya, I'm sure yesterday's ruling from the appeals court reinstating Trump's tariffs was disappointing. So let me start with, what do you do now?
I'll say that it's only slightly disappointing because all it is a so-called administrative stay. It's a brief stay so that the court can consider whether there should be a longer, more permanent stay that would last until the litigation is fully over. But we are going to oppose the imposition of a more permanent stay, and we hope the administrative stay will therefore be lifted within a couple weeks or so.
Do you ultimately see this ending up in front of the Supreme Court?
I don't know. It's possible. Obviously, the case is of great importance, but the Supreme Court decides for itself whether they want to take cases or not. If they do go there, we hope that they will see, as the Court of International Trade did, that the president's claim to virtually unlimited tariff authority is not supported by the law and would be unconstitutional if any law did try to give him that kind of power.
You know, the whiplash that we're all feeling, you know, whether you have a 401k or people who are just covering, you know, following the tariff news, does not compare to the uncertainty being faced by businesses that you represent. Your lead plaintiff in the case, Victor Owen Schwartz, owns a wine company, and this is what he had to say earlier today.
What do we do now? We wake up and rub our crystal ball and try to figure out what the tariffs are going to be this morning. We have to do so much planning in advance, and then when you have something as impactful as a 10%, 20%, 50% tariff, whatever Mr. Trump decides that morning, you have to have the cash to pay for that. We don't get our goods out of the port until we pay.
And it hasn't cost more money already?
Of course it's cost more money. You know, we have to plan for that, and our costs are going up.
As you talk to these folks who you're representing, do you say, hang in there for weeks, months? I can't tell you how long you're going to need to hang in there. What are the conversations like that obviously don't break attorney-client privilege?
So as you say, unfortunately, I cannot reveal conversation with our clients because they're covered by attorney-client privilege. But what I will say is this, that it's not only our clients, but businesses around the country that are suffering the whiplash, as you call it. This is one of the reasons why we should not have a system where one man can set tariff policy anytime he wants, can impose tariffs or lift them anytime he feels like it. The Constitution gives Congress, not the president, the power to set tariffs. And one reason why is so that there's no one person who has complete control over the system and can manipulate it based on his day-to-day whims. If he wakes up on the wrong side of his bed, he decides to impose tariffs on foreign movies, as he's threatened to do, or on iPhones and then lift them or impose them on something else. We should have the rule of law in our system of international trade, not the rule of any one man.
For people who follow politics closely, they may be surprised to see someone from the Cato Institute involved, since Cato's been a key defender of largely Republican policies. So I wonder, though, if you can give us insight. I imagine there are a lot of folks who would like to be represented by the quality of lawyering, and you have to make decisions about that. Why this case? Why was it important enough for Cato to get involved?
So I would note I'm not representing them in my role at Cato. Cato does not litigate cases. I'm representing them as just an individual lawyer, and my main job is a professor at George Mason University. That said, at Cato, we are not Republicans or Democrats. We are libertarians. We support free markets and individual liberty, and we oppose the political right or the political left when they threaten free markets and liberty. And obviously, Trump starting the biggest trade war since the Great Depression is the kind of thing that we can be expected to oppose, since we have, for decades, since long before I was at Cato, have supported free trade.
Ilya Somin, on a very important story that so many people are following, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you for having me on.